Look who it is, it's Haven. Say hey, Haven. She's a little camera shy. Haven. Hey YouTube friends and fans.
What?
Look who had a baby.
We back. like you look like they don't know you had a baby. Yeah, well, we're assuming you guys watched our last video to know that we had a baby. But if you didn't watch our last video, pause and go watch our last video and come back because
because if you clicked on this is the birth story, and I would have to have had a baby to have a story. I could make up a story. We had a baby, y'all, and we're exhausted. I don't even know how we're coming to
we're also still pumped though. We're still pumped.
We're pumped, but very tired. Last night, literally, I don't think any of us got any sleep. Between Haven is our daughter and Zane is our 2-year-old son. And we didn't get any sleep. And now here we are making a YouTube video for y'all. We just want to share the birth story, quick little video, and kind of let you know. Just to kind of back it up with Zane, I had a C-section with Zane. It was actually an emergency C-section, and it was a bit traumatic.
Yeah, because your blood pressure was spiking, and it was like Zane's blood pressure was spiking, and they just made the call to like go to emergency C-section, and they just wheeled Jaclyn out the room, literally wheeled the room, say we have to go to emergency C-section right now, and they didn't tell me nothing. They just left me in the room
for like 30
minutes. So that's kind of, do you understand? If you've been in that kind of situation, that's traumatic. You can't just leave the guy in the room by himself and say we're gonna come back and get you, and never come back and get you for 40 minutes.
Tell him.
Can you imagine the thoughts going on in my head?
No, I didn't know what was going on.
Like I was about to burn the place down.
Oh wow!
It's like emotional roller coaster. You're hyped. You're like, I don't know you're happy at one point, like, oh, it's gonna happen, and you're like thinking the worst, just because it's like just a situation. You don't know what to think. It's a very fun time.
It shows your love for me.
Yeah, exactly.
Your deep fondness for your wife. Okay, that was last time. So I knew I was on track to have a large baby.
Why do you think you're gonna have a large baby?
Because apparently, according to Fedrick, we don't make houses, we make mansions.
And we build athletes.
And, okay, whoa.
We make athletes.
That's so Zane is in the 99.9 percentile.
Yep, for sure.
And anyways, if you didn't know, we had a surprise gender. We did not know if it was a boy or a girl, but
we waited 9 months.
Yes, we waited.
That's an accomplishment in today's day with all the technology you have, and you can find out so quick.
40
what? Like, what are you saying? We know what she's saying.
This video is gonna be hilarious because I don't even know what day.
She needs to sleep. But no, you could find out after 11 weeks, I think. If you do a genetic screening, you could find out then. You can find out with all like the sonograms. So it's harder to keep the secret of not knowing the gender.
Yeah.
It's harder to do that than to actually like.
But every time I did this sonogram, I was like trying to get the girl to tell me. Yeah. But she wouldn't.
Didn't,
and I feel like
she knows she'd have to deal with me.
Yeah, but like
she didn't want none of this.
What?
She didn't want no problems. She don't want no problems.
In Holland.
Anyway.
In Holland. I feel like when they do the sonograms, like if it was a boy, they would have covered up some pieces more.
Like his chest.
Like his pecs. And I felt like they just were exposing some areas, and I thought
you didn't know nothing. You're not a what they call sonographer.
Her thing all over the place, and I was like, "You're not being very careful, lady." Actually, the doctor gave me the 50-50 of doing and inducing, and that could lead to an emergency C-section again, or it could be a natural delivery. Or just going to a scheduled C-section, but the options were open my entire pregnancy.
Well, your last pregnancy, Zane was charting to be bigger, like a 9-pound baby.
Yeah, but she
And
said
she
I
said,
could do it.
Yeah, we were under the impression that he was 8 pounds at the time.
Yeah.
Remember she told us he was 8 pounds, and like that's where we thought he was tracking, but he was actually 9'5". So you went into to the delivery room trying to deliver Zane, and then you pushed for, was it 45 minutes?
Yeah, to an hour.
You pushed for 45 minutes to an hour, and he wasn't moving down the canal, and then they called it and said, we're going to emergency C-section.
Right around the river bend beyond.
So this time, we had that kind of historical evidence that if the baby's charting closer to Zane's size, because Zane came out 9'5", y'all. 9'5". Holla, 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 holla. But anyway, he came out 9'5". Haven was tracking to be close to 9 pounds and some ounces. So our doctor said, hey, here's the deal.
I have a question. Do you say ounces or ounces?
No, ounces. Ounces.
Why do you say ounces?
That's my accent. I don't say it like that.
There's a ounce instead of just ounces.
I said ounces.
Yeah, you're doing it again.
It's called my accent.
No, it's
It's
not.
called being from the island.
No,
if you're from the island, you guys know what I'm talking about, right?
During my season of being pregnant, I really was kind of just with the Lord asking him what, you know, as women, you're like, what am I going to believe for? What is going to be my birth story? Like, as women, we kind of hype this thing, which I'm really not a hyper. Like, I don't know. I felt like there was nothing to prove, and not saying that women have to prove something, but I think there's such a pressure, like, to have this, like, natural, no drug, like, I'm Shira, the superwoman lady, and it's like, that is...
Like, that's the only way that's worthy of celebrating the birth.
Yeah,
birth.
It just becomes more about that process than like, no, you have a healthy baby.
Healthy baby, yep.
Like, I'm not trying to start any kind of wars. I'm just saying, like, I thought, Lord, am I not caring enough? Like, because what I'm praying for is a healthy baby.
And we want a safe delivery for both baby and mom, which is you, because of last time, you know.
It was the last time.
We didn't want any kind of scenarios happening that could have hurt you or baby.
Exactly. So I think just praying through that and asking the Lord what that looked like, I just kept hearing the words that it was going to be an easy experience. And sometimes you can hear easy and just be like, oh no, I need the like drama and the grit. And like, now childbirth, regardless C-section or not, is hard, and it's a harder recovery if you're having a C-section. But I just kept hearing the word easy over me, and that it would be a quick recovery. So that's what I latched on to, is that healthy baby, quick recovery. Because here I am C-section 2 weeks later, and I am a moving and a grooving. What?
Yes. We don't associate easy with God, you know, just because we feel like if it's easy, then it's probably not God, because why is it that easy? You know, it got to be something where it's always a trial. You always have to count it a trial, or count it joy or something. There got to be some kind of perseverance all the time with God, and think that God wouldn't give us. Yeah, and you think that God wouldn't give you something that's smooth or easy,
a little bit
or
smoother.
She said this point to me one time. She said, I felt like God made this time easier this time around for us, and for her specifically, because the first time we had Zane and all that stuff, there was so much hardship that we were walking through together, and that was going on. So much storms were happening in that moment when Zane was being born, that it felt like this time the Lord was like, okay, we're just going to calm all the seas and just allow you to just, you know, experience this.
My dad was really sick.
Yeah.
And ended up passing away right when Zane was born.
Yep.
And so I was dealing with all of that while being a new mom, and so probably that storm was hitting us hard, so it felt like just so
grief
much.
too.
Yeah, there was grief.
And then you're coming off of giving birth, which means that you have like, you know, you're coming down from all the hormones and all the stuff happening with your body and the emotional stuff there.
If you didn't know, Fedrick's real in tune with the woman's body.
I actually am. I have 2 sisters.
No, actually, you're probably watching this video and you're like, okay, I usually only see the lady telling the birth story.
No. I'm part of the story, y'all. The guy is part of the story. If he wanted to be part of the story, I'm part of the story.
Let him be a part of it. as much as he wants to be. I went into my last final appointment with my doctor, and my blood... Wait, my what? My blood pressure?
Yeah, your blood pressure.
My blood pressure.
See, I have to be part of the story because she don't know all the details.
He actually knows more of the details.
I know all the details. She don't remember.
Even the doctor would be like, I told you to tell him that. And I'm like, oh, well.
Yeah, exactly.
Whatever.
I'm asking all the questions. I'm like, what does this mean? What does that do? What do I need to do? Boom.
My blood pressure got higher than a boiling pot on a hot summer day, and I didn't know what happened.
It was 2 days before we were scheduled to go in for a C-section.
Yeah, 2 days. So I actually went in for my COVID testing, and then I went to the doctor, and I was like, girl, you said what? I got blood pressure.
Her blood pressure was higher than her doctor wanted it to be.
Yeah. So then basically she said, you ready to have a baby today? And I said, no. And she said, no, you ready to have a baby today? And I said, no.
And I was in the middle of a meeting, work meeting. She calls me and says, hey, I'm getting rushed into, sent to the hospital.
Okay, rushed is a little dramatic. I went back and watched that video.
No, you were so dramatic.
And you were like,
she said,
Jaclyn is getting rushed into... Here's the deal. I went down the elevator to the first floor. I considered not going straight over there and getting some McDonald's.
In my mind, you was getting rushed into delivery.
Y'all, you know what? Did you not look at that moment of the story and go, okay, it doesn't look that dramatic.
You know why you was getting rushed? Why? Why I felt like he was getting rushed? Because we still had some more packing to do for bags, and at the point I had to rush. I had to get bags finished, completed. Our bag still needed some stuff in it. Zane's bag wasn't packed yet. Then I had to figure out if I can get Jaclyn's mom to watch Zane and where she was at to get Zane there.
Thankfully, she was in the county of Dallas.
Yes, thankfully she's in the county. So I'm trying to do all this because she told me. I think you called me at like 12 o'clock. Or 11:30.
No, I called you at 11.
Okay, you called me at 11. No, it was 11. By the time I got the news, it was 11 o'clock. And then she told me it's possible that she may be giving birth at 12 or 1.
Which they said
I was
never
like,
do that without the
what?
husband.
I got 2 hours to get Zane across the county, pack his bag, pack your bag, pack my bag, and then get back there and reach and then scrub up, get my scrubs on, and get ready to deliver this baby.
Why? You're
in 2
not
hours.
delivering the baby.
Well, that's what I thought. In my mind, I was ready to do it. I got to deliver this baby.
I moseyed on over to labor and delivery and said, hi, I'm Jaclyn Bowe. I'm here to have a baby.
I'm out here stopping at Chick-fil-A line, trying to get Zane some lunch. You know, like, this is the longest line ever. I was like, I'm going to miss it. I'm going to miss my delivery. Who's going to deliver the baby?
Who's going to
That's what I'm saying. Who's going to deliver the baby?
Who?
If I don't do it, then who?
Who?
Exactly.
Yo, I had time to do my makeup.
Anyway, we ended up at the hospital. I finally got back. Zane was safe and hanging out with his grandma, and it was go time.
We just got ready. We spent 3 hours in the hospital goofing around, making that vlog for y'all.
Because they waited for me. They did give me more. They just scheduled it for not 12 or 1. They scheduled it for 4 p.m. So that gave me enough time to eat my Chick-fil-A.
Eat his Chick-fil-A.
Walk in front of her because she couldn't eat, so I had to eat in front of her. Like,
that was probably the hardest thing, knowing I wasn't going to eat for 24 hours. Like, you don't tell this girl
I felt like the best husband in the world.
Food.
I felt like the best husband in the world eating that Chick-fil-A in front of you when you couldn't eat for the next 24 hours.
You felt like your best self at that moment.
No, I felt like the best husband in the world.
Okay.
Like I was sacrificially...
Eating
that was sacrificial
the chicken?
love. No, it's sacrificial love because
you were bringing God's presence into the room with the blessed chicken.
Well, it is blessed. But at the same time, you couldn't eat it.
So you ate it.
So I had to.
Right.
Because one of us had to take one for the team.
When we kissed, I could kind of taste
the chicken. Exactly.
Point is, went into the C-section. Y'all, I'm telling you, when you invite the Lord into any situation, He is going to be there. And truly, our hands are open in this whole process. And it's like, Lord, have your way. And here's a really cool little tidbit. I
know where you're going.
Okay, so that morning I showed up for my COVID testing. I had this feeling like I told the Lord I've been recently like wanting to prioritize what's important in my days. And I was praying all the way there, and I was just like, Lord, let today be about the most important thing. I want today and my actions to reflect what you find to be the most important. And then I was going to the hospital to get my screening, and there's this verse talking about how we actually are like a sweet aroma and fragrance to people. We're a sweet aroma and fragrance of Christ. So I was like, Lord, spritz, spritz, spritz. Get that Jesus spray everywhere. But for real, I was like a perfume. Spritz.
Spritz?
Spritz.
I thought you were saying spits. Like spits.
Spritz.
Like you're spitting
like
on people.
Chanel. Chanel. Like when I pass by people, they're like, Jesus.
I thought you were saying nasty. Nasty. Gross.
Jesus is nasty?
No, spits.
What? Okay,
Nobody wants anybody who spits on them.
Okay, the point is, I'm an aroma. Okay? Like when you walk into Disney and everything smells so amazing.
When you walk, they smell Jesus.
They smell Jesus. So I literally was like, Lord, this whole week, because we knew we were going in on Friday, let us be the light. Let us, connect with people. And I'm telling you, that was our journey. That morning in COVID, there was a girl who shared so much about her infertility experiences and felt led to tell a pregnant girl that. And so we were able to connect and tell her about the Lord, and she was a believer, and la la la. Anyways, going to the hospital and being around all those nurses and the staff, like, everyone just was...
You started meeting a lot of people, and
we
you started finding common bonds. You met someone new, somebody you knew, or someone that had a shared interest.
Yep, and like nurses were signing up
for our room.
Be in our room, and they would come tell us that they're like going to be in repeat shifts so they can come
back and see us the next day. And you know why that was? Because of the spritz. Or the spritz.
And then there was another sweet girl who actually saw us on a YouTube video, and she ended up being one of the medical staff there. And like,
so here's the deal: you never know who you're gonna come in contact with, so you should treat everybody with respect and treat them well, like you'd want to be treated, because you just never know who
you really just don't know in this social media age, like who's technically like following you or who's doing what. So, but at the end of the day, we're called to be the light, and the salt. And so offline, we should be living that in our real day-to-day world. But the point is, we went into the surgery, and it was so peaceful. They rolled me in. I see you roll. Roll.
No, they see me rolling. They see me rolling.
No, they saw me rolling.
But one cool thing about the surgical room is, like, we walked in there. We were getting ready for the C-section or whatever. Jaclyn was on the table. They were about to get her going. But the guy, one of the doctors in there, the anesthesiologist guy, he said, "Hey, do you guys want to listen to any music, any worship music, anything like that?" And we're like, "We want to listen to worship music. Play some." So we listened to some Maverick City worship the whole time. So the whole
they had it blaring.
Not only were we being the spits, but we were also spreading some worship music was being played amongst the hall. So they were playing it pretty loud.
They were playing.
If someone walked past that room, they were hearing it. So you just never know who needed to hear that song. Even a couple of the nurses in there said, "Oh my goodness, I love this song." Yeah. They may have never heard it, but they may have looked it up. And you know what? They got some Jesus in that moment.
We were worshiping as Haven was coming in down the canal.
So she came in with the throne. You know what I'm saying?
So that's what the cool experience, that's really our story, is to say, like, one, healthy baby, God was so faithful. I am 37 years old, and my pregnancy was easier than with Zane at 35. And so don't let anybody tell you you're too old or too far. You're smelling like an expired milk on a shelf that nobody wants.
Because
Because with the Lord, I mean, let's remember
all
Sarah
and all things are possible.
Abraham.
Sarah was 99.
Let's not forget. So when a doctor or people tell you you're too old, you're like, no, boo,
exactly.
I'm not.
Do you know the God I serve?
Do you know the God I serve? So that was really cool because it just was like, we came in with good spirits and just expectant, and it was so exciting to see Haven and know it was a girl. And then Fedrick, the funny part of Fedrick is they gave him the responsibility of
delivering the baby.
No, not delivering the baby, but saying the gender.
Yeah.
And then he was like, "It's a girl! It's a girl!" Time out. Y'all, help me. Is this
No, I didn't say that. I said it's a girl. It's a girl, right?
Yeah,
I was
exactly.
like, it is a girl, right?
Because nobody said anything.
I was like, how you gonna tell me announce it and then look at me like I announced the wrong thing? Like everybody looked at me like, I don't know. I was like, yo, there's doctors. I'm like, do I really need to deliver this baby?
Yeah.
I was ready to go around the curtain and be like, hey man, all y'all move out the way. I got this. I got this. I was second guessing myself. I was like, maybe I saw an umbilical cord or something. I don't know. Maybe I didn't see it.
It gets fast and tricky.
It's fast. It's tough. That's tough. That's tough.
But I just bawled my eyes out when I knew it was a girl. Like deep down inside, I felt like it was a girl. Fedrick felt like it was a girl. We had some words.
I was always team girl the whole time.
And I just really wanted to experience having a daughter. Like it was just something I've always dreamed of. And so that's like.
So you did.
That's it.
And I'm wearing a pink shirt.
You wearing a pink shirt.
And you know what? Haven came out 9 pounds, 9 ounces, 21.5 inches long.
Y'all.
So, C-section
and
it was.
She is also in the 99
Still
point.
99%.
So,
again,
all that to say, I'm
athletes.
Oh gosh, that sounded so out of control.
Athletes.
Like, you sounded like Shaq.
I was trying to... But we're excited.
We're excited.
That's our birth story in a nutshell.
It's been 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
I'm healing.
Yeah, you're progressing well.
Progressing.
We're adjusting to this new life.
Simmering well.
We are adjusting to our new life. We haven't adjusted yet.
Yeah.
It's still an adjustment.
It's still an adjustment. We're dealing with a little bit of the toddler tooth. Anyways, it's all good, and we just wanted to update you guys and include you in the birth story and let you know how good God is and all that He's done. And we
and
really
all the time, God is good.
Yes. We really appreciate y'all even watching and investing in your comments, and we just love including you guys and giving back and sharing with y'all, and hope you're having a beautiful day.
Thanks for being a part of this journey. And as always, hit that thumbs up button, like this video, share this video, subscribe to our channel.
Yep.
And we got more videos.
Coming.
More video.
Ramping. We're doing a ramp.
Coming to you.
Okay.
Soon. Bye.